Hello, YouTube. It's me, Dear Joe, an all around American girl. I've worn many hats, and I've been married, I've been divorced, I've been remarried and widowed, raised children, more different careers. I'm just a modern day Dear Abby, so write to me with your questions. I will keep it anonymous, and I just want to give back by helping others. The first question today, let's get right in it. It's from Disappointed in Seattle. And they ask, Dear Joe, I've been in an on and off relationship with someone that I love very much, and I've loved them for probably close to 25 years. And it seems that every time we get really close and get ready to take that next step in our relationship, which would be marriage and moving in together, even gone as far as wanting to buy a house together. We've looked at houses, we've, done like everything except do it. They seem to get cold feet and back out and run away, and I won't hear from them for days, weeks. One time it was a few months. One time it was over a year and a half. They wouldn't respond to my phone calls, my texts, my messages, via friends and other family members. It was just like they just up and would ghost me. And they would come back, and of course, I love them. I take them back. And it just keeps happening. And it's been this way for a long time. But I'm not native to Seattle, and I don't know a tremendous amount of people, so I don't have as large of a support group. And once I love someone, I love them, and it's very hard for me to cut that tie and to move on. And I just seem to have a hard time letting that person go if that's really what they want. Okay. Wow. Well, disappointed in Seattle. I can see your dilemma. And it kind of reminds me of that. If you keep making yourself available to this person, they are going to keep treating you this way because they know they can. They are taking advantage of your love for them. And I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I'm sure they're already hurt by over the years of this. But they don't love you the way you love them. I'm not saying they don't care about you, but I'm sorry, they cannot possibly love you wholeheartedly if they keep treating you this way. If somebody really loves you, they wouldn't behave this way. It's one thing to get cold feet like once. Okay, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I was just scared. But to ghost somebody? No. You love them, you talk it out. You be an adult and you say, hey, this isn't high school, I love you. I want to commit my life to you. I want to build a life with you. I am offering to go that mile with you. And if you can't reciprocate that by now, then you don't want that with me. And I'm sorry that you've gone through this for all these years. I will give you a little bit of a tough love cookie. That's what I call it, tough love cookie. This is partially your fault because you keep allowing them to treat you this way. See, people will treat you how you allow them to treat you. That goes with any relationship, period. So you need to put the brakes. Let them know once and for all. I love you. I want to move forward with you. But I'm not going to tolerate this anymore. If you walk away again, just keep a walking. Because I'm no longer available. That's exactly what you need to do. Doesn't mean it's easy, but true things in life are not easy. You know, relationships are not easy. You know, that's just the way it is. They don't want to put the work in. That's a flag. So, disappointed in Seattle. I hope this has helped you understand that you gotta put the brakes on. And I wish you the very best. I hope you either your words to them will wake them up and you have that happily ever after, or you decide, whoop, that's it. Then you move on and you find that fantastic someone that's gonna brighten your days just as much as you brighten theirs. All right, thank you. So the next question I have today is, Dear Joe, I feel like I am the only one in my family who tries to keep everybody together, who tries to get us together as a group, and like for holidays, for cookouts, for anything that has to do with gathering. I feel like if I didn't bother to make the phone calls, make the preparations, and do all the organization of everything, that it would never happen. And it's almost like, do people really want to do it? They act like they do, but a lot of times they even cancel, don't show up, whatever. And it's just getting frustrating. Okay, this is Frustrated in Tennessee. So, Frustrated in Tennessee, I'm going to tell you. I love family gatherings. I have been doing them for up to 9 years. It's mainly my stepmom and I. We coordinate. We talk. She's my go-to. We plan, menu. We plan dates, time. And then I pretty much just let everybody know this is where it's going to be, this is when, and bring this or bring that if you can. And yeah, you just hope everybody shows up. And I know it's disappointing when they don't, because we've been there many times in my family too. It happens. Especially the past couple years has been pretty rough, but different circumstances around that. But I gotta say, overall, I feel that do your best. If you enjoy organizing these events, if you love being with your family, just keep doing it anyway. Because one day they will look back and think, oh, well, they did all this all the time. They did all this work for us. And wow, that was a lot of work. And I appreciate that. And yeah, they would definitely miss that if you weren't there. And sometimes you're really good at it. So great. I look at it as sometimes it's a little bit stressful trying to get it all done. But you know what? I'm good at it. Pat yourself on the back. Frustrated in Tennessee, pat yourself on the back. Because I like that I can organize things. I like being the one that says, hey, let's do this. I mean, not everybody does, and maybe you would just like to share the load, and I get that. I do. There's been times where I'm just like, hey, I'm kind of frazzled, but you do have to speak up a little bit. If there's someone you would say, hey, if you have a sister, brother, aunt, somebody that, you could say, hey, could you take on this part of it? I would really appreciate it because it's just a little bit too much for me. And, I bet if you asked in a certain way, you would get some help. I think a lot of times too we feel like we have to take it on ourselves. That maybe it's almost a little bit of a, I want to say, dare say, ego trip that we put ourselves on, that no one's just going to do it as good as we do. They'll just mess it up. So we don't want to release that control. I'm not saying that's you. I'm just saying I've felt that myself, like, oh, nope, I'll just do it because if I don't do it, it's just not going to get done right. So sometimes we just have to let that go. It doesn't matter if the napkins and the plates match. We have to let those little things go. But yes, when you reach out there, you ask for help with things, and just keep planning those family gatherings. Just keep doing it. It is needed. In this day, we need our families. We need to love them. We need to hug them. Let them know, oh, it's so good to see you. Because, it is just hard out there. And we're all going through some sort of storm. We all are. So we need these times of gathering. We need these times of love. So you just keep right on there, frustrated in Tennessee, and I hope you'll be less frustrated down the road now. And this is the end of the video today. Just be kind to one another, love your neighbor as yourself, and help somebody today. Remember that a little help makes a big difference in somebody else's world. All right. Go on, write to me with your questions. I will get back to you. Thank you, and God bless.